Dave from Lagwagon. I played drums, and I am happy to be at the Taubertal-Festival 2010.
You've been coming to Germany since how many years? And are you tired of traveling so much and coming to Germany from the US again and again and again?
We've been coming to Germany for a long time, and no, not tired. I mean, I'm tired right now, and it's the end of the tour, so I'm excited to go home, but I'll probably be home 10 days, and I'll be ready to come or leave, go on tour again, so.
What's the thing you're missing the most from home when you're on tour?
My wife, my dogs, real Mexican food, and that's pretty much it. I'm a simple person.
There's always a big mystery about being backstage and waiting for your show. What's the cool thing and what's the bad thing about hanging out backstage?
The cool thing and the bad thing? The bad thing, well, if you drink, the bad thing is getting too drunk before you play. The cool thing is having all that booze that you can drink, but
Do you have a wish for special food or special treats or sweets or something like that? What's the most important thing for you?
Well, I would love to be able to get a hold of a real burrito, but that's not going to happen. So, but all the other food is just awesome. So I'm totally fine with what I get.
Can you describe how the festival scene or the crowd is different from the US to Germany or Central Europe?
The crowds here in Europe as opposed to US, probably better since festivals are always happening in Europe. I mean, they're done better in Europe, and people will camp out through the rain and the bad weather all 3 or 4 days of a festival and totally endure all that to see bands play. So it's amazing.
Do you have time to watch other bands?
Sometimes time to see other bands. Depends on where we have to go and the next day, and sometimes we're there all day, sometimes we have to leave. So
does it happen that you see other bands again and again and again if you like them or not?
Sometimes you end up doing a lot of festivals with the same bands on the same kind of circuit of festivals, and sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it doesn't matter to me at all.
Being a drummer, is it really exhausting to be at the drums every day? And how do you treat your fingers? Do you have a Band-Aid or something like that?
No, I just have blisters and calluses, and actually they're looking pretty good considering I've been here for 4 weeks. It's not bad. I don't have any blisters. I mean I have a bunch of calluses. It's pretty good actually. But I treated my hands like shit, so yeah.
You don't have a special thing you put on or medication?
No, I mean maybe some tape if I get some blisters, but otherwise no medication.
And how many sticks do you destroy during a normal show? And how many do you carry along with you in the bus?
I bring, I don't know how many. I just bring enough that I think will make the whole tour. And how many I destroy, I probably only destroy maybe 4 or 5 sticks a night, or that I really use. So
there was never the need that you have to go to a music store to buy new ones?
No, I usually bring enough sticks on tour that I don't have to buy new sticks. So I try to, that's a big one. So you got to make sure you bring enough for the tour.
What are the other most
steal sticks from other bands. It's okay.
What are the other most important items you bring with you on tour except clothes and stuff?
Little wipes,
baby wipes?
Baby wipes, yeah. Make sure you have baby wipes.
Why?
Well, it gets rough out on the road, and it gets even rougher down below. So you got to make sure what up, ass? Excuse me. And you got to make sure showers are not always available. So, and
that's why you need baby wipes.
Yeah, but especially for keeping you clean in certain areas.
Do you bring a PlayStation or a Game Boy or pets or something like a diary or photos or something like that?
No. I can't play video games. I just drink coffee and smoke cigarettes.
And hang out.
And do interviews. And I'm super good at it, obviously. I'm really good at interviews. I have all the right questions, and he has all the right answers. I don't know. Is that how it works?
That's good.
It's our last show, by the way. This is the last show, and then we go home. So if this interview totally sucks and I'm lame, and I'm sorry for that, because I'm just dead brain right now, and we're gonna play maybe in an hour or two, and so I'm getting ready. I'm getting psyched up. Getting psyched.
I guess the burritos are waiting for you in the United States.
Man, they are so waiting for me. Can't wait.
What's the cool thing about a burrito, and what is the most important thing with the stuffing inside for you?
You gotta have good salsa. You know, depending on the meat, is whether you're a carne asada person or
What person are you?
well, I eat meat. You could be a vegetarian, but either way, you win because you got all the good filling. You got the avocado, you got the pico de gallo, maybe lettuce. Then you got your sour cream, maybe not, depending on whatever your preference is. You know, tortilla. You know, you can go for the big flour ones or the corn, the homemade corn. You get the homemade. I mean, I live in Fresno, California, so I mean, Mexican food is everywhere, and it's great. So I'm super excited about it.
So your recommendation: more burritos in the backstage for European festivals?
Yeah, we were just talking on this tour about bringing them over with us, or at least bringing pre-made from an actual taqueria back home, or bringing the ingredients for some reason, and it's not difficult. You need cilantro, you need onions, tomatoes, sour cream, avocado. What am I missing? I don't know. It's really easy. I don't know why it's so impossible. I just don't think people are into Mexican food in Germany, and maybe you know,
not as much as in the US.
In Spain, and I couldn't get a good burrito, so I don't understand what's going on there. But I figure there's a couple ways we can go with this, and maybe in the next tour we're gonna do one of the two things that we've talked about on this tour to try to bring some real Mexican food over. I think it'll make the tours go a lot smoother. Not to say anything bad about the catering, because the catering is amazing. This isn't to take away from the great food that we've come encounter with. I mean, there's a waffle maker here for crying out loud. That's awesome, but it's just like homesickness thing, you know. You want some things, and I bet the majority of U.S. bands you ask, Mexican food will be on the top of their list of things that they would love to eat, even the East Coast bands. But that's all I got. That's what I have, and stay tuned. Mexican food's coming here, whether you like it or not.